Good day. So, I've been going on quite a few walks lately in the morning, and I go about 5 kilometers. It takes me a little bit less than an hour. But while I was out walking the other day, I was coming to the end of the first half, where you go and then turn around and head back. And it was a beautiful morning. It was nice and sunny. But it wasn't yet hot out, and it's been really hot and humid here in up around 30 something degrees in the afternoon Celsius. So it was as perfect a conditions as you could basically get for a morning walk that you can get in the summertime anyway. And I could hear the sound of some sort of diesel engine up ahead, and I didn't think anything of it. But suddenly, right where I was, right at that turnaround spot or shortly before it, I could smell the unmistakable aroma of somebody getting their septic pumped out. And that was a really loud motorcycle. Anyhow, we're a little bit too close to the road around here. Where was I? Oh yeah, so the smell of sewage assaulted my senses, but it was just about at the point where I was turning around. So luckily it was only for a few moments, and within a minute or two of walking back the way that I was coming, there was no more smell. So the spiritual application, we're going to look at our metaphorical walk with God. So often the Christian experience is considered a walk or talked about as a walk with God. And I'll just read from a couple verses here. First, we've got Genesis 5:22, and it says, "After he begot Methuselah, Enoch walked with God." And then also Genesis 6:9, talking about Noah. It says, "This is the genealogy of Noah. Noah was a just man, perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God." And also in the New Testament, we have an example would be Galatians 5:16. It says, "So I say, walk by the Spirit, and walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh." So every once in a while, during our Christian walk, we come across something that stinks. We don't always recognize it right away either, especially if it's some sort of deceptive doctrine. However, we also come across other things such as, we'll say, gossip or slander, or perhaps someone, this will happen even when someone claims that they are a Christian. You'll hear them often taking other people down a few notches and talking about things that they shouldn't, and spreading rumors. And even sometimes someone who claims to be a Christian will completely rip you off and act in some sort of completely evil manner. And many times this can be very detrimental to someone else's spiritual walk, especially if they are a rather new believer. But what you need to remember is that someone else's deviation from the path, from the walk, should not mean that you deviate from that path. And you should also recognize that they're on their walk and you're on your walk. And sometimes you might come across something rather unpleasant or downright evil, but just keep walking. You'll eventually get by it. And you'll notice that the more time you spend investigating something, especially things that are unpleasant, the worse it ends up getting. And the more you focus on it. And if you just keep walking, you'll pass on by, and it'll be a little blip in your life, and you'll be through it and over it, because you've got a destination, and we're not to be sidetracked with these little things off to the side that potentially could ruin our day and our walk. So just something to keep in mind, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. This here is Carl. He's in timeout right now because he keeps on chasing the ladies around and he's being quite rough, and we are basically done with the hatching season, so we're giving them a little bit of a break now and then from him as he chases them around. I might do a video on that later and go into a little bit more detail, but anyway, people keep asking to see the different chickens. So this is Carl, the chocolate Orpington.